Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. All right. So it's the brother Dan Allah from the 716 area. All right. And I'm here with another lesson or breakdown through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the elders. Salutations to the brothers and sisters. All right. Who's willing to give their body as a living sacrifice, all right, to magnify this ministry on the four corners of the earth, okay? And as I entitled it, let brotherly love continue. And I'm here in the chapter of Hebrews here, chapter 13, verse 1, all right? And it says, let brotherly love continue, all right? That's the spirit and power that we want to be in these last days. All right, we got to be in the spirit of unity. We got to be in the spirit to be on one accord, kind-hearted, loving, tender amongst one another. All right, because that's ultimately, all right, the spirit and love that Yahweh Shai was in, man. All right, so let's go to the book of Psalms. All right, chapter 133. Okay, and let's start here at verse 1. And it reads, behold, how good and pleasant is it for brethren to dwell together in unity. All right, so it's very pleasing to the Lord that we dwell together in unity. Right, let's get into it. Verse 2, it says, it is like the precious ointment upon thy head that run down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. All right. So it's very precious to the Lord for his elect men to come together and dwell, right, together in unity. All right. So that's special to our Lord and Savior. So who are we? Okay. To move contrary. We got to consistently stay in the spirit of unity, man. All right. Let's go to the book of Sirach. Okay, so here's the book of Sirach, chapter 6. Let's go here at verse 7. Verse 7, it reads, if thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. All right, because if you get a friend who's going to become a brother, you're supposed to test his spirit. All right, just like Yahweh Shai tested us, we're obligated to test our brothers in spirit because we want to see loyalty. We want to see unity. We want to see that tender and loving spirit, all right, on that man before you be hasty to credit him. All right. It says in verse 8, for some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. All right, because you have men in this world who will be your friend only when it's beneficial to them. All right, the Lord is looking for men who want to be brothers 24/7, 365. All right, 12 months out of the year, all the way around the board, man. All right, because ultimately that unification and us coming together is going to change the world. All right. The elect men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai coming together in these last days, they're going to change the world, man. All right. So let's jump on down to verse 14. It says, a faithful friend is a strong defense, and he has found such in one has found a treasure. So who finds a faithful friend? It is likened unto him that found a treasure. All right. And what do you do when you find a treasure? You become obsessive about it, possessive. All right. You keep it close to you. That's the kind of spirit the Lord wants us to be in towards our brother. All right. It says a faithful friend is a strong defense. All right. So that friend or the one you call brother, he's going to have your back. He's going to have your best interest. He's going to stay on your P's and Q's, all right? Or on top of you, Salakia, what I should say, to make sure that you're keeping the commandments of the Lord. All right? So let's read on. Verse 15, it says, nothing doeth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. So that brother that stays on top of you, that makes sure that you stand on your P's and Q's, that brother that check up on you, that brother that always there when you need him, that brother that's spend time with you to go over the word of the Lord. The Lord said that he's invaluable. You can't put a price on him. All right. Verse 16, it says, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, because a friend can heal you. When you down and out, you're supposed to be able to go to your brother. When you upset, all right, and you furious, you're supposed to be able to turn to your brother. Even when you get excited or you happiest about something, you're supposed to spend that time with your brother, man. Right? It says a faithful friend is the medicine of life, right? And they that fear the Lord shall find him. So the Lord, all right, is going to connect you with like-minded brothers, right? That's going to keep you on the right path. If you're a faithful man, the Lord's going to hook you up with other faithful servants. And you guys going to do the will together, man. Right? So let's go over. Let's stay in the book of Sirach. And let's go down to the 37th chapter. Right? Let's go here to the 12th verse. Right? Okay, so it reads, but be continually with a godly man. You see that? So be continually with a man of faith, with someone who's like-minded. All right? A faithful friend is going to make sure that you keep the law, statutes, and commandments and continue to have faith in the Hamashiach. Right? That's the importance of this thing. Holding each other accountable, man. Okay? It says, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord, whose mind is according to thy mind. You see that? And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry. So when you fall short, all right, when you fall behind on bills, all right, when you need those, the encouraging words of the Lord, when you lose a loved one, right? Any situation that come up, that man's supposed to be there to miscarry with you, man. Right? It says, and let the counsel of thine heart, Salakia, and let the counsel of thine own heart stand. For there is no man more faithful unto thee than that. There's no man that you can find on the earth, all right, that's better than the one that's standing next to you when you out there on the line. You meet the best, finest people, all right, the most beautiful minds and spirits and hearts when you come into this truth, man. Okay? So let's go to the book of Proverbs. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 17. All right, and let's go down to verse 17. Okay, it says, a friend loveth at all times. A friend's supposed to love at all times. Now, friends, at certain points, they may see eye to eye. But at the back of the day, Salakia, at the end of the day, all right, we got to remember that we are brothers. All right, and we still got to love each other through the bumps and bruises that we go through with each other. All right, because we're all human. No one's going to ever see everything eye to eye. Okay? And Satan is always in the midst. Right? But it says, and a brother is born for adversity. All right? It says, a man void of understanding striketh hands and becometh surety in the presence of his friend. All right? So we can't let our minds or Satan, okay, shift us out or put us against one another. We got to be able to overcome, all right, adversity, right? So now let's go back to the book. Of Sirach chapter 4 and verse 9. All right, it says, deliver him that deliver him that suffereth wrong from the hand of the oppressor, right? And be not faint-hearted when thou sittest to judgment. Right? My bad. Salakia. That's not what I want. This is what I want here. In the book of Ecclesiastes. Not Ecclesiasticus. It's Ecclesiastes. Salakia. Family. So here it is. Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9. It says, two are better than one because they have a great, Salakia, they have a good reward for their labor. The Lord is letting us know right here that two men together laboring in his name is always better than one that go out and labor by himself because they have a greater reward. All right? And the scriptures say that in the midst of two or three, I am in the midst of thee. It says when two or three are gathered, I am in the midst of thee. So you, in the spirit of two laborers standing strong in the name of Yahweh Shai, he's there in the midst. All right? And when Yahweh Shai is in the midst, all right, and then you in sincerity and truth, all right, nothing can overthrow that. Okay? Let's go to Philippians, right? Chapter 2 and verse 1, it says, if there be therefore any consolation in Yahweh Shai, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowel and mercy, right? It says, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, all right? Having the same love, being on one accord, okay? And of, Salakia, of one mind. Okay, so it's better that we be like-minded. It's better that we thrill together in unity and share the same love, okay? Being on one accord, of one mind. All right, it says, let nothing be done through strife and vainglory, but in lowliness of mind. Let each esteem another better than themselves. So we got to go out and lift each other up. All right? Let nothing be done in vainglory. In other words, put aside, all right, the envy, hate, malice, all right, proudness, all right, or anything else that can hinder the relationship with your brother. All right? Because that's all we got. Right? And the scriptures say, how could you love me if you can't love the one that your brother that you see? So we got to love the ones that we can see physically in order to say that we love the Lord. All right? So I'm going to end it here in Proverbs. Okay? Chapter 24. All right? Proverbs 18, chapter 24. Salakia. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 24. It reads, a man that has friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. I'm going to read that again. It says, a friend that has friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Right? Because when you get into this thing, you find friends that become your brother. And guess what? They'll stick closer than your blood relatives. All right? through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. And that's why Yahweh Shai once mentioned, who is my mother, who is my brother, who is my father, who is my sister? Those that do the will of my Father. All right? So we got to keep that in mind, right? So with that, I hope it was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? The water, all right, which is thank you in the Hebrew for stopping by. All right? In the mighty Shalom.